Hi all, and welcome to the video. In this one, it's the Fr00b playthrough, number 32. So in this one, I thought I would do something a little different. Now then, we've got the usual missions. I've got the PvP one, if that comes up while I'm online. We've got the Mantis Cave and Enigma Dogs, the exact same one I did last time. So, we've also overlooked something we've never done in a video before, and the reason is it's kind of been superseded by daily missions, because the XP reward from daily missions is pretty damn huge in comparison. So, this was a mission terminal, and you find these dotted around in various places, and when the game first launched, and for a very long time up until daily missions were introduced, this was content on demand, which the game launched with. So with this, if we right click, you can see a little window opens up here. The sliders are actually where I left them last time. So in this one, these sliders by default are all down the center. You can change them around to get different mission types. So if we just request one as like this, you can see here, I can shift click, have a look, see what that reward is. It's Moochum's Gift Psy Mod, bit of an old one. But if we just click on it regularly, you can see it opens up where the location of that mission is. Shift clicking shows the reward. This one is Martial Artist Pants. All these rewards will be pretty old school stuff. You see, some of them aren't terrible, well, maybe that one, and are the exact same level as everyone else. Now, you only get the XP reward for finishing the mission if you have killed pretty much everything inside the mission. Now, I've got it set up to good, order, open, physical, head on, and the XP slider all the way across. I generally find you get the easier type of missions doing it this way. Where they are depends on where you're rolling the mission from. If you move this slider, easy via hard, I'm just going to move it up to the next notch, tell it there, and you can see that's a 214 mission. 214. So we're now rolling 214. So let's come down about halfway there. Request a mission again, and we're now getting 196 missions. And if you wanted to know, our bot in Storm does this, but if you just type level, and we'll put Hlonna's level in, which is 179, like so, you can see there. Okay, tells the team PvP missions 125 all the way up. We can get, as you can see, 196. 214, 232 and 250 is kind of the max, unless you have a fixer with extremely high breaking and entry. You can actually get slightly higher, like quality 300 items in missions, but they're in chests, so, and it's only something a fixer can do. You have to have green breaking and entry skill, and I will do a separate video for that with my big fixer. So in this one, let's see how close we can get to home. So if I open up the map, so it's a bit bigger, and we can kind of see where we're landing with these. See, there's one in Broken Shores, which is very easy to get to, and it's a safe sort of area to hang around in. We've got one there, which is right by a prisoner. Another one there, just a bit north of the prisoner. And one miles away out there. I'll request again. I'm going to get some different locations. So I've got one right near Smuggler's Den there. One to Omni HQ. Right over there. And back again over here. And these locations, if you accept the mission, will give you a key. And you can only enter that area if you have that key. Now, if we turn this slider to bad, say request mission, we'll get all these, which are kind of assassination ones. And the reward for that one is a 196 mechanical engineering tutoring device. For this one, it's Biomech gloves. This one, it's Burden of Atlas. And we've got, oh god, it's old school stuff. Anarchy primers, deckers, armor sleeves. Yeah, these are some very, very old, kind of old school stuff. Now, I prefer that. If you go mystical, you will get lots of casting mobs in your mission. So physical will give you those physical mobs. One of the worst ones to get is the ones with, we're going to accept this one, are the ones with mech dogs in them. The mech dogs have stupid amounts of HP. They really do. So we've accepted that mission. But yeah, I mean, it's not, how can I put this? It's not that hard anymore. Certainly on paid characters, it's a bit of a, you do them to get items, you know, that you can't really get anywhere else except from mission loot. But that's literally about it. And generally you won't bother killing anything in the mob, in the mission. You'll just blitz all the way to the end of it and complete it. So yeah, it's also a kind of mission blitz thing. So, but we're actually going to do this mission for a change. And bear in mind, this was about the only way to actually make XP back in the day. It really was. So we get to Broken Shores, where the colour of the water looks so much better. We're going to head somewhere. I think, yeah, I haven't got a marker just yet. Oop, bring our character up. And zooming in, not really. Somewhere up, we can sort of see it on the mini map now. It looks like it's one of these doors here. We have got the key, you see. This one? No, that doesn't open. This one, perhaps? No, it's not zoning anyway. Is there a door up here? Yes, there is. So it could be this one. It is. Right, so I've no idea what to actually, expect in here, but let's take a look. Okay, so now got these two ranged guys in here. They will use the same special attacks as the characters they kind of represent. This guy being, although it won't say, it'll just say mob, but he's basically an agent, and the scout is an MA. Now, in teams, they will actually act slightly differently, which can be annoying. Bright blue, cloudless sky. Quality level 229. No drop. Completely useless to us, but there we are. Don't know why MA attacks have to be no drop, but they are, so. These guys are what level? 191. We're pretty comfortable with these, I'm sure you can see. Okay. Now, some of these will be... Yeah, it is locked. Being a fixer, we should be able to open this, I think. Lockpicking failed. So, let's have a look at our skill there. So, if we go to trade and repair, we see breaking an entry, green. So, I'm going to up that. And try that again. There we go. So, we get quality 200 wrist and a quality 200 leg straight out of there without buying it from anyone. These little scraps here can also be loot as well, but you really do need to just double check and mouse over everything. Don't really need the planet map in here, do we? Okay. Now you will see mobs like him, sort of Mongo and such, on occasion, which is quite interesting. This is the really old school graphics here. We've run out of inventory room. Yes, we have. Have I got any space in that one? No. Yes, I didn't prepare. But yeah, so as you can see, you can get quite a bit of stuff here. We need our short hot as well. Well, yeah, we've got a chest there, so see what our enforcer friend here drops. And some of these missions can be absolutely huge. Notum pellet. Used in tradecraft. Can't remember what for though. Ooh, frightened roller rat, which is basically a little ball of XP. These are not hard to kill, and they do give quite a bit of XP. Not by Shadowlands standards, but they're not bad. Now another option you can do is you can join team with someone and actually roll team missions. Now those will have different floors and a boss, just like the missions you've been doing elsewhere. Well, the idea for how they mechanically work is exactly the same, and it's from the same place. The original team missions. I remember when they very first came out. Unfortunately, what would happen there would be you would get a boss that had so much health regen and HP, even a full team at that time couldn't take him down. Until they corrected it. This roller rat is 211. And generally doesn't have anything worth dropping. Right, we haven't been in this one yet, I don't think. Any chests? No, I can see a sided mob up ahead. I think we've managed to go around one there. Let's go back in. Yeah. Tough outlaw. Didn't see me running in, so... So we're now at 24%. And this was as well at one time pretty much the only way to get tokens. Okay, barrel. Nothing in there. You get a tiny bit of XP for actually opening those barrels. Seems we've got another one there. Normally I do all rights or all left, but... Now if you're in a team, or two of you enter here, and you attack something like this guy, Master OT Robot Builder, he will spawn a pet. He won't if you're solo, but if two of you come in the room and attack, he will. As you can see, compared to the regular daily missions you've been doing... Oh, Clan Bravery token. Can't pick it up. I've got no room. I need to bin something out of here. Did I want to keep that? No, you see, they're quite saleable. Bear with me while I make decisions. And the nano pylon that was in there also was another trade skill item, also quality 200. So yeah, these can seem very long-winded compared to the daily missions, which are like a major convenience, really. Ooh, we looked in that chest. It is locked. And you can see we've got a little bit of XP just for opening that. is casting Zoe. I'm redoing Quark stuff. Refresh that nano. Yeah, there's 3 guys here. Oh, damn. It was a target. Okay, well, we completed the mission accidentally there. Now, if we read the description... Oh, I can't, because it's now gone. But essentially, that mission, the goal of it was to target a person, not actually kill them. My bad. And on doing so, it completed the mission, even though we were only at a couple of %, which is kind of a shame. So, yeah, we've basically buggered that one. And the mission key itself has vanished. But we've got, as you can see, got a wrist, quality 200 wrist implant. What is going on? Why have we got all these guys here? Did I miss something? There's something odd. These guys, yes, they can wander in here, but not like this. Was there an event I missed? Why have I got all these guys down here? Okay. Odd. Temple of Home. I don't think we can enter that till we're 201. You are not ready. Yep. Strange I didn't notice that on the way in. But that's kind of odd seeing those mobs there like that. Okay, another thing you can do, especially as a fixer, is let's roll this mission down a bit. So let's go to about there. Request mission. We've got this one here, which is just, if you look at the description, blah, 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 blah. You've literally got to pick an item up. The actual reward isn't all that great. But let's say the reward for this one, or let's see if we can find one that's got a half decent reward. That one, no particular item. Need to move that out of the way. That's got some Omni armor. Let's come down from 214. I think that's probably too high for honor. Stabby stab thing. What have we got there? Tattoo. Nothing. That one. First rate freedom arms. It's not one of the ones that buffs. Kill person. No. So if we do... Stealth will mean a lot more locked stuff. Let's try that. That's return item. Go back to head on. And we've got that one there. Now if we go over to bad request mission, we suddenly get target MP, a named NPC type mission. So what's the reward there? Okay, that buffs perception slightly. Oh no, there we go. So we've got a 196 assault rifle implant. Now let's say that is a item that we, actually want to do. Or want to get. Let's say it's a valuable nano or something. What we can do in that mission is we can run around it and just grab that one particular item. Option B is slide back over to good, request it, and you'll get the pickup item. Now these can be problematic in trying to find the item on the floor. If you're not good at looking for items on the floor at speed, probably best off not choosing this one. Whereas if you set it to kind of bad, you'll get lots of target mob ones. And this one's reward is Dulux Uranium Rich Sprayer, which is kind of rubbish, but let's imagine that it's good. Or this one, we get an eye implant that will easily bump to a better level. Or this one, comp lit, that's actually useful. Needs intelligence to use it. So we're going to go with that one. Let's just make sure we've got the right one. Okay, and that's miles away. So we're going to accept this mission, which is 196. So it's a higher level mission than us. Now, depending how defensive your character is, it would be advisable to start off a little bit lower, because you're going to be running around and evading mobs completely to do this. Okay, now the location of this mission is pretty near Smuggler's Den. Now you could run through the back door of Smuggler's Den and back out on this side, but there's no real need as a fixer to do that. We can just grid out there and use the fixer grid. So this is a kind of a not a complete how-to blitz missions, because to be honest, to do it properly, really you need another piece of software called ClickSaver, which operates your mouse for you and searches through the mission reward items for the one that you want. So let's see now. We want to get in the fixer grid. So let's pop that. And we want, where do we want? We want floor number 7. Okay, here we go. And the actual area on the map is Southern Fowl Hills, not Southern Artery Valley. I know a lot of people seem to get that wrong. And it kind of looks like, I think I would say left is about the nearest, so we're going to take that. Okay, and we've got a marker, so let's fly out to our mission. Now, on a paid fixer, if you've got the back armor, the gear, symbionts, etc., you're going to be way more defensive than this little guy. You definitely are. So you're also going to have access to a nano which breaks routes almost immediately and is insta-cast, which we don't on a Fr00b fixer. I think it's, I can't remember what that one's called now. I will look it up later. Okay, so we're coming up near Hardlook Ruins. There's something familiar about this place. Oh, yeah. I'll explain it later. Right, okay, so we're coming up on it now. There's nothing outside the mission that's too scary, but somewhere in amongst here is the entrance we want. I'm guessing it's that door. Now, we're going to have to zoom in a bit. Some people prefer doing this in first person. I'm going to keep it in third. We're going to hit our short hop. Oop. Now then, we are literally going to blitz and tab to find the person we want. So you're going to be getting aggro by lots of mobs. Now some people prefer the lefts only or rights only method. Either works, there's no right and wrong. Okay, we're getting hit by some sort of nano. You need to keep an eye on your mini-map as well. Going very wrong there. Oh, we've managed to run out. Okay, this is something else you can do if it's a bit too much to handle in there. Is, as you could see, there was a lot of mobs in there. And some were casting debuffs like, there we go, Quench Anger, which isn't too bad. Yeah, but a lot will root you as well. So we already know a certain area doesn't contain the person we're looking for. Now all the people we were running past are stuck over here. So we can kind of go down this way. Okay, there's a door. I don't think we can open it with aggro. No, we can't. And that can be a problem while you're trying to blitz. There we go. We've completed the mission. There's no XP reward there. We do get the credits, and we will have gotten the item. So that's a very quick way to blitz stuff like that. Okay, now we're outside of the mission. We can go back. The picking up item from floor really depends how good your eyes are in that sort of situation. So you're going to be running around at about that fast. And also, let's grid out. So you're going to be running around at that sort of speed, not engaging the mobs, and doing your absolute damnedest to spot an item on the floor. And that is not always easy. So yeah, that's a rough guide on blitzing there. So the item reward for it was this. So there we go. We've now got our complete implant if we'd wanted it in the first place. Right, okay, so another method is, again, on one of these missions. We're going to go back across to here and request a mission. You can see on this one here, you've got blah, 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 blah. Now, if we accept this one, please carry out this mission to help us. There have been sickened people in the world. Please carry the spiked food snacks to the barracks. Let's just see where this one is. Hard Look Outpost again. So that's sending us off to the same area. That's out in Perpetual Wastelands. Mind you, what's the reward for that? It's a nano. Puncture of Tarascue. That's a pretty nice nano, actually. I think we'll get that one. Even though it's miles away on a fixer, that's not too much of a problem. So with this one, we've got to run in with some spiked food snacks. So, once again, my friends, into the breach, or more accurately, let's get in the fixer grid. Okay, now that's Perpetual Wastelands left, Perpetual Wastelands middle, and it's gone. Where's it gone? Ah, yes. Always make sure you're on the right one. There's left, there's middle, here's right. So, Perpetual Wastelands right. There's a little couple of diners nearby that are almost always worth checking on. So we're going to do that. There's one just a bit northwest of us, probably already dead. Some sand mantis down here. I think it probably is. I can't see it. They're usually quite easy to spot. They're fairly colourful. They have little shields. Okay, no sign of him. As we're out this way, let's just check further north. That's a decent looking base. Nice clusters. Okay, and I think this is another sand mantis one. They do get farmed an awful lot, but you never know. And it's usually a 220 doing it, so they just stand there and spam away and kill it with fire. Okay, no sign. No, not here. Right, okay. Well, it was worth a quick look. That would have been a little nice diversion on our little foray into blitzing missions. It's also worth remembering that whatever character you're on trying to do this, you absolutely want to be on full def. The point is to not engage the mobs. It's to get the mission done as quickly as you can. I think it's this one. Okay, yeah it is. So we are looking for a machine. It's usually a white item with a pipe coming out the side. So hopefully we'll find that pretty quick. Let's do lefts. So we evaded that mob completely. Not in here. Not in there. Not in this one. Rather bright in here though. Doubtful it's in this room. No, it isn't. So try and... Ah, there it is. That's the item we want. So very quickly. There we go. We've got the nano, and because we're a fixer, evac. Dun, dun, dun. We've done it. So that basically leaves only one more mission type that's reasonably easy to blitz. Those two I would say are the easiest. You can see there, puncher of Tarasque. I don't know if you can buy that in a garden, I can't remember. I've definitely had it on both shade characters I've done. My main shade, which is totally maxed out, and the other one we use for the playthrough. So let's just take a quick look on GMI. I can't actually sell it because this is a fr00b character, but if you're paid or slew, so we go to search, puncher of Tarasque, nano crystals, search. Anyone selling it? Yeah, so there you go. We should get 50 million. Good luck. Yeah, you're going to get 2 million for that, maybe $1.5 million for that small amount of effort we just made there. I mean, that entire sequence, I will check back when I edit it, but I think it was less than 5 minutes. Okay, so that leaves one more mission type to get, and that's the pickup item. What's the reward for this one? Let's have a look. Okay, so we've got an aim shot one. Request again. Just trying to get more of these. If you mess with the sliders, it can affect the mobs you're going to be fighting against. So if we go to chaos, you can see we get a lot of those. So that's virtually exactly where we've just come from, and then that's out by the biodomes. That we won't want. So let's leave the sliders there, but let's actually roll the mission from somewhere else. So the place I would suggest is go somewhere that's far away from the kind of hub, so somewhere that's really quite far out. A good place to go for that, in fact, is Camelot, because it's that little bit off the beaten track and up far away from other areas. So for whatever reason, the way the game mechanic seems to work is the further you are away from where you want to go, the more likely the mission is to roll to that area. So let's go to Camelot. Now, a lot of you will only come here for Tara and just grid out, run up there, but if you head back out towards the little door over here, turn around, you can see mission terminals. So let's, exact same settings, nothing's changed, request mission, and we're getting them in different places immediately. That one's in Milky Way. Nope, that's put us back out there again. A lot of it is level dependent as well. Let's quest again. Yeah, it seems to be favoriting Milky Way for some reason. Where's this one? Yeah. That's all the way out to Southern Fowl Hills. Let's request again. Milky Way. Milky Way. Medusa territory. Let's not go there. Hard luck. Southern Fowl Hills. And that one, quite near Smuggler's Den. So what was the reward for that? That is a electrical engineering tutoring device 196. So I'm going to say, okay, we're going to accept that one and head back into the grid. I need to take this off so we can get the fixer grid again. So 7L is the exit we want for this one. And 7. That's Southern Artery Valley, not to be confused with Southern Fowl Hills, which is on the other side. Now we wanted, there we go, left. So if you look, you've got, we got left, we got right. There's no middle. So okay. Some areas get 3, some areas only get 2. Right, there's our waypoint marker. Fly on in. Now, depending on the mission layout, you need to be able to see the floor and spot a pretty small item on it. It's usually like a little triangle with a question mark on it. And this looks like ours here. This little tiny cave. Okay, it's a cave mission. These can be pretty easy to get lost inside. Okay, so let's do left. And pay attention to your mini-map. It will help you a lot in this type of mission. As if, like me, your sense of direction is awful, you're going to get lost a lot. Now, looking at the map slider, we just run back. Let's go back to the main corridor. I think we should head this ways. And again, this is tricky because you've got to keep an eye on where you are, but you've also got to keep an eye on the floor for where the item you want is. Now, if you're just doing this mission in the regular fashion, that's not too bad because you're going at a much slower pace, and also you're looking at everything because while you're in here, you're killing it all. Now, I can't seem to get to that side there. There we go. We're into this cluster, so walking around. Oh god, these things are awful. The mech dogs. Okay, nice big room. Okay, weird looking bomb. We've got our item. Now that was a lot easier to spot than the usual small one. So let's blitz out of there. And we got our reward for it, which wasn't much, was it? Weird looking bomb, there you go. And that tutoring device there. So that's it. That's a rough guide to blitzing. One thing I'm going to add on to this video, even though it's not really much of a playthrough video, is this. It's called an aggression enhancer. And you should get one of these the second you make a character. And I'm going to show you why. Now, let's hop out of the Yelm. Now, go to any sided basic shop, whichever side you chose. Like so, we're going to go into basic supplies. I'm missing a raid to make this video, so do pay attention. Now, clan basic tools. Can't remember if you get them in there occasionally. No. Clan basic weapons, no. Clan bookstore, no. Attacks, there. Basic devices, I think is the one we want. There we go. Quality 4, it's irrelevant. It really doesn't matter what quality you get. There you can see one of those. Psychology from 18. So, for the purpose of the video, we're going to buy that. That was 400 cred. Aggression enhancer. You don't wear this, but it's how useful it is. And it's been in the game a very long time. So, let's go somewhere we're liable to find something worth trying to pull with it. I think the best place is probably going to be... Yeah, I think we'll go to wine. Get some mobs that are... okay, not a massive challenge, but a challenge. Trying to think the quick way there. Can't think now. Tears first, I think. Then we want to go to... Barnet Woods. Okay. And then wine, yeah. I think you can go a different way as well, but I can't remember which one's quicker. Okay, we're here at Hollow Mountain. And as you can see, there's a couple of diners around here. The likelihood is they're not up, but we're going to take a look. I'm going to try and get to... There's a 171 over here. Unfortunately, he's usually surrounded by a bunch of ads, which makes killing him for people in that level range a little bit tricky. So let's see if we can spot him. Yeah, there's a bunch of beta droids there. Let's keep our distance. Let's not pull aggro. I don't think he's up. Someone's probably killed him. Now, if we fight any of these, the second we initialize aggro, they are pretty much all going to attack. However, what we can do is be right on the edge of line of sight. You can see that's just disappeared off screen. That's over the maximum possible distance you can be from a character. And it's walked off. That's part of why as well. So let's go for that guy there. So you can see the distance we're at. How far away he is. He's just popped out of visible range. Right, he's just in. Let's go right to the edge. Right, he's all the way there, but watch. I use the aggression enhancer. You can right click in inventory. He's now aggroed on me. He's going to run all this way just to fight with me. Isn't that nice? And that didn't affect the aggro on any of the other mobs there. And we can carry on doing that, picking them off like so. So you can right click from inventory, or you can put it on your hotbar. And left click. There's another one. You see all the others just going about their business. Completely not real, you know, completely unaware. We're hammering away at their colleagues here. And we can just carry on like this. As long as we can bring them down faster than they spawn, we will slowly but surely clear them all. Then we would be able to run in and deal with the main boss. However, I think they probably spawn a bit too quickly for that. So there you go. There's the aggression enhancer. That can be used indoors or outdoors at a massive, massive range. So there you go. That was a bit of a different type of fr00b playthrough there, with some top tips thrown in. So, okay folks, bye for now.